Yes, you are patronising me. You're always patronising me. This is what you wanted. This is what you set out to achieve. This is the game you played. You poked me, you prodded me, you stroked me, you teased me, you sucked me in, you lied to me. I'm a driving instructor. All I wanted to do was my job. You had no intention of learning to drive. You got in that car with one thing in mind, to reel me in. And why? Because you have to be adored. You always have to be wanted. And you drink it in. And you leave me with a spring in your step. And you go fuck your boyfriend. And you go fuck your girlfriend. And you all drive round in that stupid little yellow car. I'm Dan Ash. I'm from Woking in Surrey. I've trained at Aura, the Academy of Live and Recorded Arts, and looking for work anytime soon. Okay, first off, a lion swimming in the ocean. Lions don't like water. If you placed it near a river or some water source, that makes sense. But you find yourself in the ocean. 20-foot wave, I'm assuming we're off the coast of South Africa, coming up against a fully grown 800-pound tuna. With 20 or 30 of his friends, you lose that battle. You lose that battle 9 times out of 10. And guess what? You've wandered into our school of tuna. Now we've got the taste for lion. We've communicated, we've talked to each other, and we've said, hey, lion tastes good. Let's get some more lion. My passion is in either theatre or film. Roles would include comic roles or quite dark roles. I like to sink my teeth into something that's a bit more obscure, and maybe that's something that's not too plain Jane. Sometimes not always the hero, maybe the villain. This story's about my dad. This one time, I brought home a dog, scruffy little mongrel, half staff. My dad never ever trusted staffs. I'm about 8, never ever trusted staffs. Brought him home and he says, that's a staff, that will turn. But I begged and begged to keep that dog. And he said, all right, but if anything happens, and he didn't finish his sentence, just if anything happens. Week later, that dog tears into my sister. Tears into her. You could still see the scar. Up her arm, blood. Takes her up the hospital. Carries her up the hospital. And I'm at home shitting it. Dog as well. Both fucking shitting it. He comes home, gets me, gets the dog, goes upstairs, into the bathroom, gets my hand, puts it on the dog's jugular and says, feel that pulse. Gets my other hand, puts a knife in it. Blood hit the fucking ceiling. Took me an hour to cut the head off. Another 45 minutes for the legs. Put it in a bin bag, took it down a field, chucked it in the lake. Now my dad loved me. He loved my sister. Do you understand that? Gary, do you understand that? I can do very different dialects, accents. My sort of custom one is where I'm from, is kind of like Cockney or standard RP. But I can do a varied range from South African to American to Northern Ireland. If I might rephrase, Your Honour, is your relationship with my client entirely platonic? Not. Is your relationship with my client not entirely platonic? Is not your relationship with my client entirely platonic? Mr. Fawkes, is not your relationship with my client entirely platonic? Yes? Is your relationship not entirely platonic? Or yes? Is not your relationship with my client entirely platonic? Mr. Fawkes, did you ever make... Did you ever make... You did it! You did it! You had sex every time you saw her! You slammed her! You stroked the fire for her! You did the yam!